All right. Good morning, everyone. I trust and believe that we are okay this morning. We are grateful once again that the Lord has been merciful, has given us life today. So I want to welcome each and every one of you to our morning session. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of April 2026. If I'm loud and clear, give me a feedback in the chat. If you are able to hear me clearly, please give me a feedback in the chat before we get started. If I'm loud and clear, give me a feedback in the chat. Don't want to leave anyone behind. Okay. All right. So seems like we are good. We are good. All right. So welcome each and every one of us joining us on the platform. Today we are going to continue from where we left yesterday. Yes, yesterday we took off from candlestick anatomy. Yes, if you remember very well, if you were here, you attended yesterday's lesson. What did we say about parts of a candlestick? Can somebody give me 4 parts of a candlestick? Can somebody give me 4 parts of a candlestick? If you remember, if you attended yesterday's lesson, kindly give me 4 parts of a candlestick that you know. 4 parts of a candlestick that you know. I'm waiting for feedback in the chat. I want to see if our time spent yesterday here was useful. Can I have 4 parts of a candlestick? Any part of a candlestick that you know? Should I start mentioning names? I am the teacher here, so I think I am at liberty to point out. Yes, I can call your name here. I don't think I'll be doing any harm. As long as I saw you here in the Zoom yesterday, I can call out your name. If you do not talk, if you don't talk, I'm going to call out your name. Yes, if you do not talk, I'm going to call out your name. So give me 4 parts of a candlestick that you know. 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 I've got only 4, is it 4, 5 people that are participating. I've got John Liza, I've got Joseph, I've got Chris M, I've got Guinness, I've got Mary Arena, I've got Brian, I've got Dowd. Those are the ones that have given me feedback in the chat. What about the rest? Let me see who is here. Let me see. Yes, I think Kate was in my classroom. Comfort was in my classroom. Who else was here that I saw? Opacha, yes. Opacha William, you were in my class. I'm expecting feedback from you. Yes. Should I mention your name as well? Lawrence. I think Lawrence was in the classroom as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. My chief. You are not talking, my chief from Nigeria. You are not talking. Yes, Mr. iPhone. Mr. iPhone Ben, you were in my classroom yesterday. I need feedback here. Right? Should I continue calling out? All right. Okay. All right. I'm glad. I'm glad some they are doing copy and paste. Some are doing copy and paste. Yes. Okay. So the answers that I've gotten, they are correct. The answers that I've gotten, they are correct. Yes, the answers that I've gotten, they are correct. Okay, so we said that a candle has got the open, it has got the close, it has got the body, okay? It has got the body, and it has got some thin lines that comes out of the body, which are called shadows. If it happens, the shadow is appearing on the upper part of the body, it is called an upper shadow. If it is growing or it has grown at the bottom, at the lower part of the body, it is called a lower shadow. Right. So we said that buyers and sellers, when it comes to opening of their price, they open at different positions. Yes. Can somebody tell me, when it comes to buyers, where do buyers open their market? Where do buyers open their price? Where do buyers open their price? Where do buyers open their price? Oh, Afonso, please don't type while you are driving. Don't type while you're driving, okay? Yes, please don't type while you're driving. You need to be safe. I'm glad that you are listening. All right, yes. I want these ones that are sitting. There are some that are sitting here. Yes. Where do buyers open their price when it comes to the candlestick? Where do buyers open their price? Chris M, you are correct. Comfort, you are correct. Dowd, you are correct. Guinness, you are correct. Yes. Who else is correct? Okay, Amos is also correct. Okay. Yeah. So the buyers, they normally open their price from the bottom. Okay. They open from the bottom, they close above. Okay, that is the buyers. So if the buyers, they open from the bottom and close above, it means sellers, they open from above and close below. That's the only difference when it comes to opening price of buyers and sellers. Okay, so for the sake of time, I think we have waited enough. We were doing this so that we could give a chance to others to join us. So let's get into today's lesson. We are going to proceed from where we left yesterday. Michael, thank you so much from the bottom. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so let's get into screen sharing here. If my screen is visible, are you able to see I'm sharing screen? Are you able to see I'm sharing screen? Give me feedback. Give me feedback if you see that my screen is visible. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Doubt. All right. Comfort. Yes. Comfort. Thank you so much for the feedback. So let's come here and then proceed where we left yesterday. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we looked at parts of a candlestick. Okay. We looked at parts of a candlestick. So, we said that a candlestick has got a lower shadow and upper shadow. Okay. In general, a candlestick may have shadows, because I also indicated that sometimes you are going to see a candle that is full bodied like this. There is no shadow at all. Okay? There is no shadow at all. So I was saying, when you are having a candle without shadows, where do you indicate, or where is the opening? Where is the closing? And at the same time, where is the high of that market, and where is the low of that market? Okay, so in a scenario like this, when a candle has got no shadows, because shadows, they are the ones that indicates how low the price went or how high the price went. But in a scenario like this, where there is no shadows, it means where the price closed, okay? If it is a green candle, remember, buyers, they open from the bottom, they close on top. So if it is a green candle in a format like this, it has got no shadow. It means where the price closed happened to be the high of the what? Of the market, okay? Where the price opened below here, it happens to be the low of the what? Of the market in a candle like this where there is no shadow at all. But let us look further and investigate more when it comes to shadows. Do shadows carry specific information? We need to learn about these shadows. When shadows are coming out, when shadows are developing, okay, do they carry information, specific information pertaining to trading? Yes, they do carry information. So we want to look at shadows in detail. So we are going to look especially at long shadows, okay? So when you go to your trading view, you are going to see candles that are like this. You're going to see a candle with a long upper shadow. You're going to see a candle with a long lower shadow. What message is hidden here? What message is hidden here? When a candle is like this, when a candle is forming like this, what message is hidden here? Okay? So we want to go a little bit deeper into the importance of shadows. We want to identify if shadows, they carry any important information pertaining to trading. So this is a lower upper shadow, as you can see. This is a long upper shadow, sorry. This is a long upper shadow, and this is a long lower shadow, okay? Because it is found at the bottom of the body. Here is the body, okay? Yeah, here is the body, and it is found on top. So let's start with a candle with a long upper shadow, okay? A long upper shadow. So the upper shadow and the lower shadow gives us important information about a trading session. First of all, the lower shadow and the upper shadow, they give us very important information about a trading session. Remember, each and every candlestick represents a trading session, okay? So we are able to know something about that particular trade session when we look at the presence of a candle that is having shadows, especially long upper shadow and the lower upper shadow. So what is the information? First of all, the upper shadows, okay? Or let's look at one upper shadow like this one. It signifies how the session went high. Remember, I said that here, the top part of the shadow, it is the high of the market. This is how high the price went. Yet the bottom part of the lower shadow, it tells us how low the price went. So we are looking at how the session went, this particular trade session. So we are saying the upper shadow signifies that the session went high. Okay, are we together there? The upper shadow tells us that the session went high in terms of price. Okay, we are identifying that. What about the lower shadow? The lower shadow also signifies that the session went low. Okay, the session went low. All right, so we are able to identify these. Now let's go a little bit deeper and find out more. So we are saying that if a candlestick has got a long upper shadow and a short lower shadow, okay? Now I'm referring to this candle because I'm talking about a long upper shadow here. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm saying if a candlestick is having a long upper shadow like this one over here, okay, and a short lower shadow, that one over there, what does that mean? It means that the buyers, please understand me, it means that the buyers, they are the ones who stretched their muscle to the top. Remember, for the price to go up, I said yesterday that it is buyers who pushes the price from the bottom to go up. Okay, so for the price to go up, it means the activity has been done by buyers. So when you see a candle with a long upper shadow, it means that it's buyers who stretched the muscle to push the price to the top. It can be a red candle like this, yes. But first of all, before the price came back down here, since it is a red candle, okay, before the price came down to this level, all right, we needed to understand that if the price went high to that top, who pushed the price to that level? It is buyers who pushed the price to the highest point in the market. So we are saying long upper shadow signifies that the buyers, they are the ones who pushed the price to the top. They stretched their muscle to push the price high. Okay? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when we are trading, we normally trade volume. Okay? We trade volume. If there is no volume in the market, it means there is no business. Okay, if there is no movement of price up and down, it means there is no business. Remember those days when the market is doing sideways. It is not going up, it is not going down, it is just ranging. Okay, it's neutral. The volume, so the volume plays a very important role. So we trade volume. So when there's no volume in the market is really, really boring. Okay? So yes, there should be movement of price, either to the top or to the bottom, right? So we trade volume. So we are saying the presence of a long upper shadow signifies that the session went high, first of all. Okay, who pushed the session to the top? It is buyers. So we are finding out that long upper shadow signifies that buyers plays a very important role. Point number one. Point number two, if you see a candle with a long lower shadow, if you see a candle with a long lower shadow and a short upper shadow, it signifies that it is sellers who pushed the price to the bottom. Okay, it is the sellers who push the price to the bottom. Yes, it is a green candle that represents buyers, but how did the price came down here? It is the sellers who push the price to the bottom. That's what we are trying to say. Okay, so the significance of the long lower shadow tells us that sellers plays a very important role in pushing the price to the bottom. Now, when you look at a candle like this, okay, when you look at a candle like this, all right, this is a red candle. Okay, this is a red candle, right? So for the price to come to the top here, when the price opened, okay, when the price opened here, okay, the price opened here. When it opened here, what happened first? Okay, when the price opened here, what happened first? You discover that the price went high up. When the session opened, the price went up. When it went up, since it is a red candle, I'm talking of a red candle here, don't confuse. When the price opened, it went up. When it went up, the buyers could not contend the price here at the top level. They could not keep it there. Then the sellers came in. They started doing the activity of selling when the price went that level. Then there was selling, then the price came back to where it opened. Not only did it come to where it opened, but also it passed the opening. It went further down to this level. Can you see? It went down further to this level. These are sellers now. They took the power. They took it from buyers from the top here. They brought it down to the opening. And then they pushed it further to this level. Okay? So when they pushed further to this level, they could not keep it here, the sellers now. They could not hold it here. So there was a little bit of buying that took place until it reached here where the price closed. So when the price was closing, can my co-host help me? There's someone making noise in the class. Yes, please, can you mute yourself? You are disturbing the class. Someone is making noise. I don't know who is it. Let me check. Somebody is making noise in the class. Who is making noise? Okay, seems like the noise has been controlled. When we join, please, let's make sure that we mute ourselves. Okay, so let me go back to my slide. I was explaining about the presence of this candle here. I'm saying when the price opened here, there was buying that took place until to this level. When buyers bought, probably they reached their take profit, some of them. So they started selling. They started selling. Okay, when the activity of selling started, it did not only come back to where the price opened, it proceeded further to this level. Okay, so immediately when the selling activity passed the opening, the candle changed it to red. Okay, the candle changed it to red. If it did not cross, if the activity of selling did not pass the opening, the candle could have remained green. But immediately it passed the opening, then it means that the sellers, they passed the territory for buyers. Okay, they entered the territory for buyers. They came from their session, they passed and then went into the territory for buyers. So they ended up bringing the price to this level at the bottom. When it reached at this level, then the buyers said, can we try to push back the price? They tried to do a little bit of buying, but unfortunately, they could not take it back to the opening, and it closed here. The session closed here in favor of sellers. The session closed here in favor of sellers. So the presence of the long upper shadow signifies that it is buyers who push the price to the top, but they could not keep it there. Then there was a selling activity that took place. I don't know if I am able to explain this clearly when it comes to the significance of shadows, especially long upper shadows. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Can I get feedback? Is it clear? Okay. So let's proceed and then finish up with the remaining candle. Let's finish with the remaining candle here. Right. So let's come to this other candle with a long lower shadow. A long lower shadow. This one. It is green, yes. So you can see that the session, when it opened, okay, this is the opening price. Here is the opening price. Why am I saying it's opening price there? Because it is a green candle. Okay. So the session opened below here, below the body. That's where the session opened. When it opened, let me ask a question. When the session opened here, between buying and selling, which activity took first? Between buying and selling activity, which one happened first? When the session opened here, between buying and selling, which activity happened first? Give me an answer in the chat. When the session opened here, I'm repeating one more time. When the session opened here, it is a green candle. Between the activity of buying and the activity of selling, which one happened first? Immediately when the session opened, I'm coming to the Zoom. I'm coming to the Zoom. Let me get feedback. I'm trying to find out if we are following. Let me see what's in the chat. Dowd says the selling happened first. Comfort says the selling happened first. What is your reason? Give me a reason. Why are you selling? Why are you saying selling happened first? All of you who says selling, give me a reason. Why are you saying so? Give me a reason. Why are you saying so? Give me a reason. Why are you saying selling activity happened first? Should I give some USDT today? I think I should give some USDT. I think I should give some USDT this morning. Let me see. Because of the week below. Messi says, because of the week below. When the market opens, the sellers pushes the market down. The lower shadow is longer downward, indicating sellers pushed it. Okay. The lower shadow means when the open started, the market goes down, then the buyer came to control and push it upward. I think Dowd needs some USDT. Is coming. Yes, Dowd is coming. Because red candle opened from the top. That is Michael. Okay. All right. Thank you for the answers. Thank you for the answers. That is selling activity happened first. Okay. I just indicated here, ladies and gentlemen. I just indicated here that the significance of a long lower shadow. The significance of the long lower shadow indicates that the price for it to come down here, the activity was done by sellers. Okay? But since it is a green candle now, when the price opened here, before it went up there was a selling activity first that took place. Okay? There was a selling activity that took place first until the price came down here. When the price came down here, like what Dowd said, the sellers could not keep the price here at the bottom. Buyers, they came in, they took over, they pushed the price back to the opening. Not only did they push it back to the opening, but they pushed even above the opening until the price reached here. When the price reached here, the buyers also could not contain it on top. Then they tried to allow some selling activity to take place. So the buyers could not keep the price right here. Okay. All right. So the buyers could not keep the price right here on top. Then there was a selling activity that took place right here. There was a selling activity that took place. But the selling activity could not supersede. The selling activity could not supersede the power of buyers. Okay? So by the end of the trade session, buyers maintained the price on top, meaning to say the session ended in favor of buyers. I don't know if this is clear. The session ended in favor of buyers. Is this clear, or should I expand more? Is this clear, or I should expand more? Is someone lost here? We are looking at the significance of shadows, because it is going to take us somewhere when we go deeper into our candlesticks. Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? Let me see feedback. Is this okay? Is this okay? Are we still friends? Are we still friends? Comfort says not really. Comfort says not really. Okay. Let's do this for the sake of comfort. Let's do this for the sake of comfort. Comfort is taking me to TradingView. Comfort is taking me to TradingView. All right, let's look for something here. I just want to use a live candle. I want to use a live candle so that I can explain the significance of where did I see that? I think it's let me go here. Where is that coin? I saw a coin with that. Okay, let me do this. I think it was Sky. Sky USDT. Okay, so let me explain using this. The significance of shadows. Let me explain using this. All right, let me hide all these indicators here. Okay. Let's come over here. I want to use this candle over here. I think it's longer enough. Can you see what happened yesterday in this candle? I mean, in this coin called Sky. So I'm talking about this. Yes, it is a green candle. Can you see? It ended up closing green. So let me enlarge it. Let me enlarge it. I think this is bigger enough. Yeah. See the significance of this shadow. This is a long lower shadow. So when the market opened, okay, when the market opened, we are looking at this shadow over here, just like the same candle I was using to explain, because it is green in color. This one also is green in color. So we are looking at the significance of this shadow over here, which is the long lower shadow. So we are saying, who pushed the price to the bottom? First of all, we have established that it is sellers, because for the price to come down, it is sellers who normally pushes the price down. But the question is, between the buying activity and the selling activity, what happened first? Okay, since it is a green candle, we are asking this question because it is a green candle. All right, so you can see that when the price opened, here is the opening price, just below the body. That's where the price opened. Okay, but since the candle is green, you can see that the price came down here. The sellers, they pushed the price to this level, but they could not keep it here. Buyers came in large numbers. Can you see how many buyers were in this candle? Can you see the significance that buyers did? When sellers did this amount of selling, this was a huge amount of selling. So when the sellers did this huge selling, the buyers could not keep it. I mean, could not just sit and watch. They were like, this is an opportunity. The price is cheaper now. Can you see how low it went? Can you imagine from 19 cents how high it went? It came to 0.07. Can you imagine that? So this was cheaper. This was cheaper. Buyers, they always want to buy from the lowest price. They want to buy it cheaper. So when it came down here, buyers, they came in large numbers. They were scrambling for the price. They were fighting. Then they even passed the opening. And then they pushed the price to this level here, which happens to be the high in this trade session. But when the trade session was closing, the buyers could not maintain the price here. Okay, there was a little bit of selling that took place, but it ended in favor of buyers. Comfort, did I resolve your issue? Did I resolve your issue? You said not clearly, not really. Not really. We are not checking candles now. I was just using one example. We are not analyzing the market now. I was just using one example. Yes, because what I was explaining is the same thing that I saw in that coin. It happened yesterday. That was a lot of money. Yes. And some liquidation, I'm sure, happened as well there. Okay. So we are cool. Can we proceed? Can we proceed? Can we proceed? The significance of shadows. Can we proceed? Okay. So let's proceed now. Maybe we should do one candlestick pattern and then we're gonna call it a morning. We're gonna call it a morning. We're gonna call it a morning. Yes. So we have concluded that on the long shadows, we have concluded that if a candlestick has a long upper shadow. Okay, if a candlestick have a long upper shadow and a short lower shadow, it means that the buyers, they are the ones who were in control. They flexed their muscle so that they could bid the price to the top. Okay, but when a candlestick is having a long lower shadow, it simply means yes, long lower shadow and short upper shadow. It simply means that the sellers, they are the ones who tried to wipe out the buyers from the market. Okay, yes, they tried to wipe out the buyers from the market, right? So let's go further and start looking at some examples of candlestick chart patterns. Okay, let's look at some examples of candlestick chart patterns. All right, so let's start here. So ladies and gentlemen, we are building step by step. We are building step by step. So you are going to find out that when the price is being pushed by buyers and sellers, there is a pattern that is left by these two powers, okay, inside the candle. They normally leave a pattern, okay? So that pattern can be in candles or can be in one candle. But we want to look at a pattern that is displayed by buyers and sellers to signify what they are doing in the market. And we are looking at a group of candles. Okay? We are looking at a group of candles. We want to understand what buyers are they talking about? What sellers are they talking about? Remember, these two powers, they are talking. When they are doing the activity of buying and selling, there is communication that is happening. So, what language are they talking about? Okay, so for us to understand this language that the buyers and sellers speak when they are doing the activity of buying and selling, we can only understand when we understand how to read a candlestick chart, which is called candlestick patterns. What am I trying to say? Have you ever imagined going to a foreign land and you are a foreigner there? You do not know any local language. You have just arrived in that country, in that land. You are new. So when people are speaking their indigenous languages, how does it sound to you? Since you are a foreigner in that country, how does it sound like? It sounds like they are speaking in tongues. Yes, in their mother's tongues. So for you to be able to understand what they are talking, you need to learn the language that is being spoken. When you learn the language that is being spoken, you will find out that no, actually they were not swearing at you, they were communicating in their mother's tongue. So the same applies if you want to become a trader. You are going to join a community. You are going to join a family that is already participating in the financial market. The buyers, the sellers. So for you to be part of them, you need to speak the language. If you are not necessarily going to speak, but you should be able to understand it. So how do you understand the language being spoken in the market by buyers and sellers? By understanding patterns, candlestick patterns. So one of the languages that is spoken by buyers and sellers in the market in a form of a pattern, it is called engulfing bar pattern. This is a language that buyers and sellers speak. So when you understand this language, you will be able to know when they are talking, what are they saying in terms of the market? Are they saying, let's push the price to the top? Are they saying, let's bring the price down? So when you acquaint yourself with this language, you will be able to know, is it for me, okay, is it right for me to enter this particular trade session? Or is it right for me, I should exit this particular trade session? Because when I listen to the languages that these two guys are talking, it simply means the market is going to come down, or the market is taking off, want to go up. I'm trying to establish about patterns, candlestick chart patterns. It is a language of the market. Whenever it is read well, it is going to signify market reversing. If the market was going up, it means the market is going to reverse to come down. Okay? If the market was coming down, the market might reverse to go up because of these patterns that we are going to study from now. So I am introducing this language called engulfing language. Buyers and sellers, they normally engulf each other. They normally engulf each other. What is to engulf? What is to engulf? Because we are looking at a pattern that engulfs each other. So what is to engulf, first of all, for us to understand this better? Yes, for us to read this pattern better, what is to engulf? Give me an answer in the chat. You can even ask Uncle Google there. I think he's right there. He's not sleeping right now. You can ask Uncle Google, is going to tell you. Yeah. Or you can ask the cousin. There's a cousin there of Uncle Google. If Uncle Google is very slow, you can ask the cousin. Ask the cousin of Uncle Google, and they're going to give you an answer. What is to engulf? What is to engulf? To cover. Yes. To swallow. Yes, I think this one makes more sense. Yes, to override. Okay. To override, to swallow, or to cover. Yes. So you are going to find this language being spoken in the market. Okay. So buyers, they may engulf sellers, or sellers, they may engulf buyers. Okay. So this becomes a reversal pattern. It's either to the top or either to the bottom. Let's start with one, because we do have two of them. Which one is this one? And the other one is this one, the bullish engulfing pattern, as well as the bearish engulfing pattern. Let's start with the bullish engulfing pattern. If the buyers, they normally open their price from the bottom to push it to the top. So for a bullish engulfing pattern, where should we locate it? If buyers, they are the ones that are going to swallow sellers. If buyers are the ones that are going to cover sellers, okay, it means the market is coming from which side, going to which side. If we are to talk about engulfing pattern in a form of buyers, which is called a bullish engulfing pattern, where most likely you are going to find a bullish engulfing pair. Yes, a pattern for engulfing for buyers. Where is the location? Where is the location? I want to involve you so that you are able to catch it very quick. From the bottom. Okay, so it means the market has been trending downward. Okay, for the bullish engulfing bar to be there, it means the market is coming from the top. Okay, the market has been trending this way. The market has been trending this way. As you can see, this is a red candle. So the market is coming from this direction. So you will find out that in the market, there are certain levels, okay? There are certain levels. When the price reaches on those levels, it normally reacts. Sometimes it will even bounce back. you are going to learn about support and resistant lines or levels. Okay, so when the market reaches these levels, you will see that normally it is going to react. It might even bounce back if it was coming down here. When it touches this level, you see that the market is bouncing back. If it was going up here, it touches this ceiling, the market goes down. Okay, so yes, for engulfing patterns, the place that you can locate them, it is when the downtrend is reaching its level or is reaching its place of rest. When price have been trending downward, buyers, they always get some time to rest. They get tired. They get exhausted. Not buyers, actually, sellers, I mean, since it is a downward movement. So they are not going to keep selling the whole time. It's not going to be eternity selling. No. They will reach a point where they will get tired of selling. Then buyers will come in. Then they are going to take the price from them. Then they push it back to the top. So when it comes to bullish engulfing bars, you are going to find them when the sellers are resting at the bottom of the downtrend. That's the location for bullish engulfing bars, at the bottom of the downtrend. When sellers are trying to rest, is when buyers, they come and say, see, they are tired, let's go for them. Then they come, they take the price away from them. Since they are tired, there is no fight. Then you see volume, volume, volume. Price is pumping, price is pumping, price is pumping. Yes, people are ululating. Yes, those that are longing the market, they are enjoying, they are making noise in the market. Yes, in the spot market also, they are making noise because the sellers, they thought they have got it all. They were thinking they have got it all, to the extent they say, let's rest a little bit before we continue selling. The time they try to do that, boom, buyers, they come in large numbers. Then they take over the price from them. Then all the shorts, they get liquidated. Yes. When engulfing patterns start to appear, if they were short positions, normally they are in danger. They are in danger. So this is bullish engulfing patterns. Are we together here? Is the message at home with the bullish engulfing bars? Is the message at home with the bullish engulfing bars? So bullish engulfing bars, it is a market reversal signal to the top. It is a reversal signal to the top. It means the price has been trending downward. Now it is time for the price to change direction. Then you will see engulfing bars emerging. When they start to emerge, please give close attention. Yes, watch out, watch out. Something is about to happen. The trend is about to change when bullish engulfing bars appear. Remember, we are talking about technical analysis here. We are predicting, okay? We are looking at high probabilities. We do not control the market, okay? So sometimes these engulfing bars may appear, okay? But you see that the market does not respond. Something might have happened. But in most cases, these are the signals that you should look for. At the bottom of the downtrend, please look out for engulfing bars for buyers, which are called bullish engulfing bars. Now, when the price has taken off, it has gone high up there, and it has reached a certain level. where buyers now, they said, I think we needed to take some profit. So let's rest a bit. Okay? When they have pushed the price to the top, there are levels in the market. You will see that sometimes when price reach those levels, the price react to those levels. It's either the upper level or the bottom levels. So when the price reaches these levels, it reacts. It's like there is friction between the two powers, the buyers and the sellers. So you are going to see a bearish engulfing bar around these levels where price has gone high up, and then the buyers, they don't have more muscles to push this price further. As a result, sellers, they come and they take advantage of the weakness of buyers. Then what do? They engulf them. So this is the pattern. So the significance of this candle, okay, I want you to see now. Look at this candle. Yesterday we were talking about the body size of a candle, right? We talked about the body size of a candle. So we said that the length, the long bodied candles that are filled up, they signify strong pressure. Okay, they signify strong pressure. So in this scenario, this is a buying pressure and this one is a selling pressure. So you can see that when the market was coming from the top here, this candle is smaller than this one when it comes to the body size. So it means that the sellers, they started to reduce their selling pressure. Their selling pressure started to come down. Okay, so you can see that the buyers came in large numbers and swallow the sellers, and then the price went up. In this scenario, the market is coming from the bottom here. Buyers, they are the ones that are pushing price to the top. So when they reach at the highest top here, Kilimanjaro, then they are failing to maintain pushing the price to the top. So what is happening? It is an opportunity for sellers to take over. So you see that buyers here, they are swallowed. This candle has swallowed this one. If you are to stand this side, you cannot look what is this side because this candle is longer than this one. So it simply means sellers, they engulfed buyers. This is a significant, this is a sign that high possibility of price reversing coming down. High possibility. Do you get me? High possibility of price coming down. So watch out. After this candle, watch out the next candle. What's going to happen? There is a possibility that the price is going to go down. So once you start reading these candles correctly, you're not gonna enter the market blindly. You are not going to chase candles, whether they are green or they are red. You will make sure that you make a good decision before you enter the market. You make a good decision before you exit the market. These are engulfing patterns in a form of candles. Are we still speaking the same language? Are we still speaking the same language, ladies and gentlemen? I am fast, judicious. Judicious. Are you serious? I was very fast. I was fast. I was fast. I was fast. Okay, sorry. 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 Yeah, I think my foot did not leave the accelerator. I think my foot did not leave the accelerator. Michael, you are still saying I'm also fast. Are you agreeing with judicious that I was fast? Michael. Robina says I am okay. Robina says I am okay. Who says that it was okay? We need to vote now. Who says that it was okay? The speed was okay because we needed to get to Masaka. Who said that the speed was okay? Who says that the speed was okay? Oh, Michael, you says we are together. Okay. So it is only Judicious. Judicious is the one who says I was fast. So Judicious, I needed to take you on a certain pace, I think tomorrow. Yes. Yes, Daud, you are correct. Remember, I said we're gonna need second witness and third witness for our confirmations. We are not going to use candlestick alone to enter. No. We're gonna need second witness and third witness. Okay? So that our case is stronger. This is just to identify what is happening in the market or what might happen. Okay? Yes. This is just for us to understand what might happen when the market has been trending upward. You know, those moments where you are excited, right? The market is in your favor. The price is pumping, all right? Yes, you are so excited, but you are not knowing how long that uptrend will continue until something happens. Okay? Yes. So when we are doing our technical analysis, we normally do them in longer time frames, which is 4 hours, 1 hour. Okay? Yes, look for these chart patterns in longer time frames. Because remember, when you do top-bottom analysis, you are looking for an entry opportunity. So when you're doing it in 4 hours, it means you come in 1 hour and check. Are they speaking the same language? These time frames, are they talking to each other? Right? Yes. But the bottom line is these candlestick chart patterns, you should not use them to enter the market. Okay? But they should help you to identify that the trend might reverse. They should help you to identify that the trend might reverse. Okay? So for you to confirm that, it's when you're going to need other tools to support you, which I call them second witness and third witness to confirm your entries in the market. Anyone with a question? We needed to leave it here for today. Anybody with a question? Anybody with a question? All right, so it seems like there is no question. So we are going to leave it for today here. Possibly by God's grace, we'll meet again tomorrow, and then we'll continue with the candlestick chart patterns, which we are looking at them as market reversal signals that are going to help us that the trend of the market might reverse. Okay, so we look out for these reversal signals. So we are here for this entire week, and then after myself, some other leaders will come and they will start building on this foundation that I have laid. Okay, they are going to come up with indicators They are going to come up with different market structure. They are going to come up with trends. Okay, so for you to understand what is coming, you need to have this, what we are having now. So this is the foundation that we are laying here. All right, so we are here until Friday. I think by Friday we'll be able to wind up on the candlestick chart patterns, and then my other leaders will come and release me. Yeah, after 2 good weeks, they needed to be relieved so that I can go rest, and then somebody takes the baton and then they continue with the race. Right. Yes, that's how we do it on RoyalQ Revolution. It's not a one-man show. So we share responsibility here. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to end the Zoom here. I'm not sure if there is any announcement. I see Leader Doris is here. Leadership, any announcement before we call it a morning?
Coach Mopiwa, so sorry. I Good morning to you all. I hope you're all doing great. Thank you for this wonderful meeting, and I hope you all enjoyed it. The recorded versions will be uploaded on the YouTube channel. But just to let you all know, I was supposed to announce this last week Friday, but so many activities, it escaped me. So if you notice Brother Emmanuel has been slow on the pages, you should know it's because he lost his brother just this Monday. Yesterday was a week when he lost his brother, biological brother. So it's been so sad and hectic for him. So that is why his engagement on the page is very limited. So you can just simply message him and just share your condolence and share your love and support with him. Thank you all. So have a nice day and wish you all the best. Thank you, Coach Mopiwa. Bye.
Right. Thank you so much. Our felt heart condolences to our brother. Yes. So that is the reason why we are not seeing Brother Emma being active on our platforms. Yesterday he was here in the morning. Yeah, just to check in. But that's what he is going through. He really needs some space. So let's include him in our prayers as he is going through such situation. It's not Coach Musa, it is Brother Emmanuel, please. It's not Coach Musa, it is Brother Emmanuel. I see some people sending some condolences to Coach Musa. No, it's not Coach Musa, it's Brother Emmanuel lost his brother. Yes, so that's the sad news that we are having in our RoyalQ community. Okay, I promised some rewards. Someone is reminding me. Okay, all right. I think I'll give you those rewards at the end of the training. Let me see who consistently attend the training. Yeah, I'm going to give a reward to someone who is going to consistently attend the training. Guys, it's not Coach Musa, please. Don't send condolences to Coach Musa, please. Brother Emmanuel is the one who has lost his brother. So don't go to the inbox of Coach Musa and send condolences there, please. Okay? Yes, it's Brother Emmanuel. All right, I was just correcting that because I see someone is still insisting about Coach Musa. No, it's not Coach Musa. It is Brother Emmanuel. All right. So, guys, see you again, possibly tomorrow by God's grace. But for today, we are leaving it here. I wish you a beautiful Tuesday. Until we meet again, allow me to say bye-bye.